One hell of a week.
What episode it is? Bring us in, y'all.
Episode 48. 48, man. That close to 50, man. It's crazy. Man, I don't even know where to start. Talking
When they say start somewhere.
Priests getting robbed and beaten, pistol whipped in the middle of downtown in Little Italy. 69-year-old woman killed in House of the Lord. 5-year-old kid killed. 13-year-old child killed. I don't even know where to start. Like, seriously, like this shit is out of control, man. We gotta do far better than what we're doing. We gonna get into all of this, man. Bring us in, man.
What's going on, y'all? Everybody talking about the podcast. Of course, to the left of me, a guy Moo Kells.
Man, I ain't with none of the dumb shit today. We getting to it.
To the right of me,
we got to get on this shit today.
I got my man Ert Love. Man, y'all know how we start, man. The weekend.
Rough. This was a rough one. Rough one, man. Condolences to the families of all these people. Loved ones they lost over the weekend. I mean, all of these people we losing have nothing to do with nothing. 69-year-old woman at church 6 in the morning to let her contractors in, you know, to do the work on, you know, renovations and things on the church. All to be gone within an hour. And then to see the interview they had with her daughter just was sad. She was like, man, she had talked with her mom. Mom texted at 6:03, said, I'm in. You have a wonderful day. Said she texted her mom back at 6:06. Said, you do the same. I love you. And that was the last text she ever had with her mom. So I felt her pain. Like, I mean, you could just see it all in her face. Then you got a 5-year-old and you got a 13-year-old. I mean, these innocent children, man. I got a problem with any murders, but I really have problems when you killing children. Innocent. Have nothing to do with nothing. We got to do better, man. What's y'all spilling on, man? How y'all feeling about all this nonsense that's going on? Cause I mean, like we said yesterday, what we say after 300 is everything else been women.
Yeah.
The 300th one was a female
Kid.
Yeah. And then everything after that been women. And shot the girl, killed her, 24 years old in the drive-through at Burger King.
No, it been men too. That's they ain't gonna count that as 300. They're gonna count that's in the county.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean.
But they don't count the county for the city?
No. They don't count that.
That was the 49th murder there.
Yeah.
Which tied 2019 for the most ever
so all
in Baltimore County.
All right, this ball, we little. This ain't that damn big to be trying to split it up like that.
But
that shit count. First of all, because ain't all them city motherfuckers out there any goddamn way. So
I call it the suburb part of the city. That's all I call it.
So they don't count that?
So I call it hoodlum.
So the 49 don't go with the 30, what have we got, 305?
No, not at all. It's just the suburb part of the city, Jack. That's what it is.
Man, I'm counting. It's like 350 at this point. I ain't taking that way. Ain't that far, yo.
Yeah.
The half of them people out there from the city anyway.
And that's what Oseski was talking about. He's pissed all about because he's saying Because they was asking him, do you think that the crime from the city was what's rolling over into the county? You know, he didn't want to throw them under the bus, but he gave a politically correct answer about it. But he know damn well it is.
Of course, because who living out there now? You got people they didn't. Well, I mean, you can kind of blame it on the city too, because they so pumped to get everybody out the city, and they send them into all these different counties, Harford County, Hagerstown, Howard County. They send them all out there to try to get everybody out the city, to move people that's dying to get in the city. Because people keep on talking about nobody want to come in the city. That's bullshit. You got a lot of people that want to get in the city. Listen. They got a lot of people that want to get in the city. They just want you to clean the city out and get motherfuckers out the city to make room for them and make them feel comfortable. Don't
you saying switch your route?
That's all it is. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You have them up. You think they building all these goddamn buildings downtown? We looking at them all these sky rises. Everybody moving down here. Everybody moving down here. They want $1 million. So everybody keep on playing that shit.
I mean,
everybody moving like at the rate they were moving down here. I can tell you that.
Nah, because it's pouring over into the neighborhood that wasn't at first. It's beginning to pour over into those type of neighborhoods that really was kind of offhand at some point. Then you got your boy, the mayor. I mean,
what about the mayor?
I think they overwhelmed, Joe.
Right, I believe so too.
I think the whole system of all the motherfuckers overwhelmed. Him, even though Wichcom trying, the governor, but man, this is overwhelming, man. This is way overwhelming.
I don't think the governor trying hard enough, but
I've been sitting home thinking all kinds of stuff.
That's just my take on it.
I'm tired of irreliable women having kids. I'm tired of all that. I'm connected to everything at this point. Damn that. I don't know where to start. All of it go together.
All of the fucking dots. All of it.
Get your kids, man. Get them out the corner. It's a mess, man.
Well, you know. See, people might look at me like, "Damn, why you always trying to find?" No, all I'm doing is, I'm doing things from the beginning, like what started, for it to get to where it's at now. And
all right, go back to the beginning. Wait.
So So you got this glass laying down like this?
No, I must tilt over when I look at that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that if we didn't do things the way that we did in the beginning, shit would not be where it's at now. So we must hold everybody accountable. Once you start letting the system come into your household, minding your family business, okay, by now you can't even correct your kids and things like that, and you can't hold them accountable for what they do, that's what happened.
I mean, well,
that's one of the main issues, not just only issue, but that was one of the main issues.
But let's go to that, because that's the issue what you're talking about. And I don't want you to get too far at the top, so we're going to break down your whole scenario. So, but we got to be real about that too. That's not like, now, you said break up the family how? No, first of all, you was talking about, what do you mean as far as discipline?
Yeah.
So, you still think the day beatings and stuff should still be in?
I think so.
I do.
I really do. I think that some kids need to get that ass whipped sometimes if they did wrong.
Do.
Because listen,
I don't really believe in that.
I believe in it. I mean, like me, I don't put my hands on my door. Like I told you, just real short. I put my hands on my daughter at the age of 6 when she was 16, and I was so hurt.
When she was 16,
yeah. Call herself running away.
Older, right.
Call herself running away, and well, actually, she hit me.
Well,
first.
you ain't be able to hit nobody. Though.
Yeah,
they be hitting your ass.
She hit me first, so you know what I mean. You know how I believe. I brought you in this world, I'll take you out anyway. So that shit hurt me to my heart. But my mom was like, that's what she needed. She needed you to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I went to the bar, got drunk and all that shit because I was devastated.
I mean, by 16, you ain't getting beaten. You almost fighting at this point.
Yeah. That's
it's like head up. You like knuckle up.
Yeah. But that was no competition. But what I'm saying,
that's the age that your sons buck.
Yeah.
16, they looking at their height like they sizing you up like man, our shoulders.
Right.
While the same now, that bust up
and I chop that ego down. I chop it down immediately. But I'm telling you right now, I ain't no motherfucking joke. Excuse my French. I still can fight. Old man, I still can get down. But this is what I want to say though. Because I played that shit against my mother when I was young. See, one thing about it is I was getting in trouble in school. And I was scared of the ass whipping I'm going to get when I get home. Then come the abusive shit, you can call the police on your mother and all that shit. Now, I did that shit. And I used it to my advantage. So see, I'm saying it because I know it personally works in so many situations. I did this shit and I know it. I know it for a fact. It works. You see what I'm saying? And people going to use it and abuse that shit. So we got to look at this, man. The system had to sometimes, at some point, you know, stay out of our goddamn family business. You see what I'm saying? Now, we have some people that's beat the shit out these kids and they don't deserve to have a kid. But you can tell the difference between an ass whipping correcting a kid because they out of order from an abuse case. You can tell the difference. And then when other families come to your attention and make you aware of that shit, you see what I'm saying? Stop. You got other family members telling you this shit. Stop turning the blind eye. You see what I'm saying? And do the investigation on that. But some of these kids, they need good ass whippings. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it. They need good ass whippings.
I ain't a fan of the put the hands on thing. But I mean, I don't have the answer, so I mean we can all at this point, like you said, is lay it all on the table. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure if that's the bigger problem either, because a lot of this is psychological. Like a lot of times you can get the kids the psychological role. You know how it is once you just gotta find ways to have them, you know, respect you or whatever. All of it's different. It's like I said, there's no real answer, but I'm definitely not with that.
Definitely what?
The beatings. I don't think that's
I don't call it a beating. I just call it you're being corrected. Like when I was going through a situation myself, and I sat there and I told them, I said, they said, do you beat your child? I said, no, I don't beat my child. I correct my child. See what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. There's a difference between beating your child and correcting your child. That's the difference. And that was that. You know what I mean? I told him, she's like, well, I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you. Mm-hmm. Actually, my son the one that did the line. Do your father hit you? No. Oh, what do you do? He don't let me play my game. Nigga, you ain't even had no game at my house at the time. So
right.
But that's how he played. He did that role. I was straight up serious. You see what I'm saying?
Somebody got a question. How y'all feel about stopping frisk?
Oh, where they been at episodes after episode after episodes? Moo?
At this point, I'm for it. At this point, I'm with anything that's gonna take guns off the street.
Yeah, we've been saying that.
I'm with anything that's gonna take these guns off the street. All these jokers walking around with backpacks, check them. Fuck you on the corner with a backpack for? You ain't wearing nothing when you went to school. When you dropped out in the 8th, 9th grade. Now you on the corner with a backpack. What you on the corner with a backpack for? What's in there?
I mean, but my thing is like,
I'm cool with stopping frisk. We just got to do it to a respectful accountability of how we do it. Abusing people while you're doing it and shit like that, I just don't agree to it. If we really doing it to take the guns off the street, I feel as though if you find a low amount of drugs, you go ahead, you take it by the way. You know what I mean? You give this man a citation saying that you got pulled over and you got stopped the frisk, and you know just what we found on you, whatever the case may be. But if you really to trying to get the guns off the street, all right, now we can talk business on that. But you stopping people just because you can do it and all that dumbass shit, I'm not with that, because there you go back to the same thing of the police force losing respect from the community, and that's why a lot of shit is like it is now because nobody had respect for the police department.
I mean, all of it is so many factors in everything we talk about. Because even with that now, I was just talking about this thing earlier. Like, I've never seen so many people, like, say people like doing a crime, like getting pulled over or in a chase, just jump out and just start shooting at the police. Like, I've seen that at this rate.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying that's like a suicide mission almost. So my thing is like, maybe that's why they a little more skeptical about having police officers just pulling up on people. You know, it might be putting them at risk. That's the only thing I can think of, because it seems like now we do a lot of that. Well, I've seen a lot of that. You know, jumping out cars, shooting back. But no, I'm saying that's crazy.
We got a call. A question says, "Stop and frisk reminds me. I guess reminds me of zero tolerance. And zero tolerance wasn't a good thing. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by going back to trying to have some kind of responsibility, some kind of accountability when we do that. Because zero tolerance really destroyed communities. The community with the police force. It really hurt us.
But stop and frisk is can hurt too, though.
It can. That's.
But I'm willing to do it for a period of time. I don't want it to be, because you get innocent people mixed in with the
See, my
the guilty people. That's the crazy
my stop and
part.
frisk for me would be more like, you see these corner stores and these dudes hanging out there, that's probable cause. But because of this police decree, and you're taking away the power from the police also, now you can't grab them for loitering.
So what you saying, only doing in
Because-
certain spots?
No, I'm saying when they breaking law. Look, whether people want to believe it or not, loitering is you're breaking the law. What I'm
saying.
So if you're
them to stop and
loitering
frisk in certain
and I
spots,
stop
so-
and frisk you, no, I don't care where it is.
But see-
What I'm saying, if you're loitering, okay, now I got probable cause to stop and frisk you. I got reason to do it. As opposed to you just walking down the street, you're a black man, and I just pull you over and stop and frisk you.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
But we both got, see, you gotta take consideration of both sides, our side and the police side. We have done so much fools that we all mind fucked. You get what I'm saying? It's like we all screwed. Because we like, now we don't trust the police because they have reason not to be trusted. And they ain't trusting us because we got reason not. So it's kind of like, it's kind
Damn
of a
if you,
hard
damn if you
fight.
don't. It's a
Yeah.
catch-22.
It's a catch-22.
But see, like you said, the loitering. Does that mean a person got to go to jail because they always did?
No
see,
one,
but see,
no one
the
said
thing-
anything
but-
about nobody
but
going
listen,
to jail. I'm
understand-
saying if they're loitering, they're breaking the law. So now you give me probable cause for me to do a stop and frisk on you.
Okay,
You feel
now-
what I'm saying?
now I can respect
I'm not saying if you just walking down the street, you pull up and do a stop and frisk. No, I don't feel like that's feasible, because then you're gonna start racial profiling. I'm saying if you're out there and you on this corner,
Right.
and you're breaking the law. If you look at any of the liquor stores, there's a sign on there: no loitering within 50 feet.
Right, but how you, but say Lauren always been bull crap to me. How you tell somebody how to stand?
It's always been. It's
You
always
should be able
been-
to walk and stand where you want. I mean, as long as it's not your personal property.
It's always been. All right, if you're getting calls for common nuisance problems, I respect that, because people these days, you got to keep some people away from your store because nobody want to patronize.
Nobody
Right.
gonna patronize.
Right.
So like that Shell gas station on Emerson, I will never go there. They will never get $1 of Mook Kelly's money, ever.
So I respect that. But what I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying too, but at the same time, you have to implement, rules and regulations to this. You pulling them over because he's breaking the law for loitering. Check this out. How many people you know? How many people you know that got locked up for a bullshit loitering charge? That's to inconvenience you, me. And and they locked me up for
We're
loitering.
not talking about getting locked
listen,
up for it though.
listen.
You always take something to make it something else. No, we're not
listen.
talking about locking them up for it. We're just saying that being the reason for you to do a stop and frisk.
Right.
Hold on, what
I'm
you
just
saying?
saying I want you to
I
have
lost
reason
track.
for doing it, not just doing it because you're a black man
All right.
and you outside. You
You
feel
You
what I'm
say
saying?
you've been what?
Hear me out.
I understand you saying, oh, I've been locked up for it. I'm not talking about
For
locking
what?
nobody up. I'm just saying that using that for your reason to have a chance to stop
For
and frisk.
loitering. So when
You been locked up for loitering?
Yeah, so here.
Where's you loitering?
No, I was coming out the barber shop getting my man's son. And they said, I said, y'all got your son? And they said, lock him up till he loitering. Because I told my man he was getting locked at the time. I told him he was getting And everybody, they can contest to that.
That sounds like something you was involved in. You should have just. That's like, no, I ain't gonna lie. That sounds like another incident.
All right.
Go ahead. Go make your point.
Anyway, I just came out the barbershop. My man was getting locked up. His son was out there with him, right? His son was on the side where I was at, by the barbershop. And I told him I had his son. The dude said, lock him up too.
So
that flat out.
So who had his son there?
I don't know. It wasn't me. But listen. I grant it. I understand what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But when we give our opinion of what we think should be done, I want us to give a resolution of how it should be done. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. Like when you say what you said, but
you're saying them locking them up. I'm not.
I know you're not. I know you're not saying that.
I'm
but
just saying that's a chance. That gives them the chance to see if they can get a gun off.
I know what you're saying, right? But see how I got another question I got to answer. Mm-hmm. But when we said stop and frisk, but we had somebody else come back and said stop and frisk reminds us of 0 tolerance. I'm saying give them a solution with what you think.
What you said I like though. What you said about the give them a citation and all of that.
Yeah, that's
I'm with all that. But I'm saying how do you get to the point?
Find some way to get some money. Yeah, citation.
But I'm saying how do you get to the point of giving them a citation?
I mean,
you just pulling up anybody? That's what I'm saying.
No, hell, you shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The loitering part will give you reason to do it.
Right.
Not just going because they black and they young and they standing out here. Let's just get all of them.
Right.
Because they black and they young and they outside. No, I'm not saying to do it like that. I'm just saying if find a way to have reason to do it is what I'm saying.
So
because if you don't, it's just like they just said. It's what they said was
remind you like zero tolerance.
Yeah.
Now, so Carla says when you allow those things, they will abuse. That's what I'm saying. So like you see what I'm saying? That's why I said like give it a good reason of why they should do it, but they shouldn't be doing this as well. That's why I always implement. I agree to it, but only if you do such and such and such. And it says they will hide behind it for their own purpose, the stop and frisk thing. And that's why I'm trying to let's make it a little clear to them.
We can't do that though. We can't do that.
But see, they saying that, but they not listening to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever made that said they're not listening to what I'm saying. This is the purpose of what I'm saying about having a reason for doing it. Not just giving. They can't hide behind it if they have a reason for doing it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, the law being broke. So I mean,
exactly.
Right.
So I'm saying, all right, you broke the law. So now I have probable cause to do this, to check you and hopefully get another gun off the street.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But if you don't have those reasons, but like, okay, they're not locking people up for loitering, so they don't even jump out on people that's loitering. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because they're not locking nobody up for it, they're not even getting out on for nobody for loitering. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So somewhere we gonna
still ain't doing
exactly. So somewhere something gonna have to change in it. Something's gonna have to change for them to be able to, because like you said, like you saying though, and that caller saying it's just gonna be open season again. If you know what I'm saying, if we don't find a reason or way for them to do it without them violating other people's rights.
Right. And I really think that everybody that maybe have a gun on them is not carrying a gun to do violence. I think some people have guns just to protect themselves.
Well,
you know what I mean? Due to the activity and shit that's going on around in the city and anywhere else, not just the city, but anywhere else. Some people just want to be. It's just like fuck it. We don't have a open carry situation here, but guess what? I'm gonna do what I need to do to protect myself.
Because where your gun gonna be? With you in your car somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Not standing right on the corner for 4 hours.
I dig it.
No, that ain't for no protection.
No, I think it.
That's for him to do what he need to do damage when he feel like.
You can't say that because if you on the corner because sometimes what people doing, I still need this thing to protect myself. Damage. No matter, you can't clean it up how you want. It's for you to do damage. Yeah. Well, ain't nobody telling nobody. Ain't nobody tell you to try to come and rob me.
The point I'm making is it's for you to do damage.
Yeah.
Whether you make it for your good or it's for somebody else's good. The thing is for it to do damage. So if we're gonna have the guns on the street, then there's no need of us having this conversation. For guys like us who we're not into that, and we fearing for our life, and our gun is on person, and we not standing outside, that's a horse of another color. But if I'm standing on the block all day long and I got a gun on me, that gun for a reason.
Yeah.
That shit ain't for me to be protecting myself.
Well, shit,
Well, it really is when you protect yourself, though.
In the wrong way though. That's in the wrong way.
What you mean? Because you hustling?
Yeah.
You can't say that.
It is, yo. Whether you,
Well, it's all because I don't really believe hustling is the wrong way.
well,
I don't have.
You can't really say that because that's why.
I go back.
That's why I go back.
People making choices out
I
there.
didn't tell nobody to come and try to rob me. If you try to rob me now, you get you get whatever I give you.
I understand it.
Yeah, so you should have a gun if you're out there hustling at this point. It's wicked out there.
That's just like if
You got you now.
That's like if you hustling and the police come and lock you up and jam you up because you got drugs on you. That's the nature of the game. Like you already know the situation.
They said if you have a gun, you need to have a license. Period.
Oh, we gonna get to this one because boy, I was just talking about this shit.
Yeah, and it's funny. Speaking about the license, I met a young lady today. So she has a gun training class. So I'm gonna have her on here like the next week or so. She'll be on here to speak to people on how to go and get their license and how to carry. Actually train you how to carry it, where to carry it at, and all this type of stuff. So you won't be breaking any rules. So I'm glad we brought that up. So I ain't gonna say their name right now, but they'll be on the next week or two. So I definitely gonna bring them on.
Well, I'm gonna say this. We're gonna get back to what she said. You should have license, and I was talking about how the system is, and don't think I'm talking crazy, but I'm talking facts. How the system is, and what I mean by the system basically handcuff us for the rest of our life. If you catch a felony, you basically handcuffed and took a lot of your rights for the rest of your life, no matter what you do in life. No matter how many people you hold, you done saved 63 people in an apartment building, all that shit. At the end of the day, you still have a felony. I ain't been locked up in 20 years, you still have a felony.
Yep.
So it stopped you and refrain you from getting certain jobs. It stopped you and refrain you from getting a goddamn gun to protect your household. And how can you protect your household if you got to call the police, wait on somebody to come and help you? Your door's already kicked in. I think that some rules need to change when it comes to that.
To what, felonies?
Yes. Why can't certain people have guns and keep in their household?
I mean, yeah, it does, because all felonies is not the same. So that's why I think it needs to change.
I don't believe drugs.
If I got looking for a drug charge, I don't mean I can't protect myself.
Right. Drugs
now,
is not a violent crime.
And I'm working at Target, and I can't even, you know what I'm saying?
Drugs is not a violent crime.
It's always weird with drugs. This is what I hate about the system with drugs, right? This is the weirdest thing ever, because I've been through it. They look at you as a violent crime when you're. They don't say it, but they ruin it like that when you're in court. Mm-hmm. Then you get in the system and they say, oh yeah, but I'm gonna give you 20 years, but we're gonna put you in minimum security.
Because it's not violent.
Because it's not violent. Well, you should have gave me give me less time when I was out there.
Correct.
Don't wait till I get ahead and say, it ain't considered a violent crime.
Violent. Right, and then on top of that, it's all depending how a police officer write your report.
So you got 20 years.
It's so.
And you sitting in minimum security with people that's coming in and out doing 6 months, 8 months, a year, just because you had a drug charge that wasn't violent. You know, they considered violent. So especially when there ain't no connection to no bodies, no gang activity, nothing like that.
Correct.
It's basically just a just a drug charge. And that's weird. They definitely need to fix that.
They need to fix it because of people breaking in people's houses all day. Right now we're talking. Probably 10 houses being broken into. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And how can you defend yourself? You can't pick no fucking knife to no gunfight.
Break the law and get another gun. Shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You cannot take a knife to a gunfight. You can't take a baseball bat to a gunfight.
At the end of the day, you can do 3 years as opposed to being put in the ground.
Put in the ground for the rest of your life and can't do nothing for your family. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I play it safe. I don't want to go out there and do nothing dumb and stupid because I know they'll hold my feet to the flame. But some things need to be changed. And even if your partner with you, she can't get a gun because of a felony in the household.
That's just like
did that even change? Did that change?
I own businesses and couldn't get one. That cash businesses and I couldn't get one.
It's crazy.
I couldn't even get a shotgun. They wouldn't let me even get a shotgun.
At first you used to get a shotgun, they stopped that.
I couldn't even get. I tried to get a shotgun.
Now you got me in there with a bow and arrow. Come up here if you want to. What the fuck? Come on, man.
I'm gonna get to another. Not another topic. Still the same thing. We got so much.
Well, we got a lot of shit.
So listen, the man. All right, with the woman young lady that got shot on Calhoun Street, right?
Yeah.
Now this fool's gonna say he come on that tomorrow. Yeah, to all mothers and parents, if it's your son or child that did this crime, you need to turn them in. How do you feel about that?
He ain't saying nothing wrong. He's saying the right thing. I mean, it's political. He had to say that. Like he's telling, no matter, look, ain't nobody gonna turn that mother, that kid in unless that kid is fucking terrible, outrageous, and doing dumb shit. You had no respect.
Unless they're a threat for them. They're a threat to them.
Yeah. But he's not saying nothing wrong. He's saying it. He said the same thing for the older lady over the church. Like, even,
but he actually said that. Like,
I know, but he said the same thing over there too. Basically, he telling the community, turn whoever did this.
But it don't look and sound right. It look politically correct to the white people that's up there. That's in the. No. To us, we look at that shit like you crazy. Nobody's gonna do that, yo.
Move. At the end of the day.
And that's doing saying anything right there.
At the end of the day, it's political. He did it politically right.
He threw it to the wall, see if it stick.
He did it. Listen, he did it. Listen, he did it right. He did it right. I'm telling you, he did it right. He did it right. He said it right. Wasn't nothing wrong with what he said. He asked the public to turn whoever did the nature of these crimes, no matter who they are.
No, he didn't say public. He said, if your son or child, whatever it was,
right.
I can read it word for word.
No,
basically, he said, if your child did it, you should turn them in. So people, anybody listening to this right now, please let us know if you turning his child in.
Got called too. Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. He did reach out to the public, the whole public. If it's your child, turn them in. He did it politically right. Like we know damn well ain't nobody gonna turn their child in, right?
Right.
But you have some people who do it. Now guess what? Check this out. Let that money get bigger. Let that pot get bigger. Guess what? That motherfucker turn their child in.
Yeah, how much you said? $8,000 per hour?
It's $8,000 right now. Let that shit get you $100,000. They turn their child in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Caller, y'all. It says, when it comes down to it, the government is on the payroll of the notorious drug cartels, so they are being part of it. How it's getting over here.
Say it again. I got no call over here.
The government is part of the notorious. God, then he coming like crazy.
The government is part of. Here we go.
The government is part of the notorious drug cartel. So how? Well, that is true.
I'm not touching on that.
Well, you ain't got to touch on it, but it's facts. How about the CIA? What they was part of the drug cartel. They was part. They was funding the Somali's war, and they was using it off of the community, the inner city community. Come on, but
the only thing about that is kind of an unbeatable thing.
Ain't nobody no goddamn CIA kill that lady on 69-year-old lady, and no CIA kill this girl over here coming out of Lillian Jones, and nobody kill this 5-year-old. I don't want to hear none of that conspiracy bullshit. We talking about what's going on in this city.
You can't be disrespectful to the cause because we wasn't just talking about cause, we talking about drugs and stuff like that too. That's what that's they speaking on.
There's no disrespect at all.
Well, that's what they were speaking on, right? We was talking about drugs too, right?
Right.
They were speaking on the drugs. They wasn't talking about
the killing. I'm talking about these killers.
All right, quick caller. Did we answer that? Or was it to be answered? Was just
it says it's easy to said and done. Turn them in, and now the FW is in danger. Oh, their fucking ass is in danger. You turn somebody in, now you're in fucking danger.
Oh yeah,
that's
you turn somebody in.
Easy to said and done.
I call her. It say you should turn your child in, but I don't think I could. A lot of 99% of people don't think they could. But only reason I'm saying that because the reason I made that a point was because I'm not really knocking them. I am knocking them, but not knocking them. But the reason I'm saying that because you're in such a bad spot right now. We want to hear something a little more. They just did a poll on them, right? They asked the poll, said, "Do you feel safer now that Mayor is in?" 99% of people said no.
But why not? Why not? Why you not feeling safer? Because he's in there.
99% said that's a landslide.
But why not?
But why so?
Why not?
You guys, but
Who
listen,
the next?
that shit ain't. If it was close, we can have a debate. But it's not a debate.
I ride with people too, but I'm not riding with nobody when shit ain't right. That just ain't what I do. I'm sorry.
We gonna go. But
let me finish right
You can
quick.
like Brandon Scott all you want. Why not? Ain't nothing safe. Nothing looking good out here.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, my thing is this: like, we want. That's this. The reason I use that as an example because that's now you see why people feel like that. Like for you to go and say, yeah, you need to turn your child. It's like you saying, like we need something a little stronger than that. Like you saying something that's almost unrealistic. You get what I'm saying? Like man, we gotta be a little more realistic.
Because you don't have no chance of catching these people.
Like you said, we bringing the National Guard in. That sounds more realistic. That they can probably control some of these corners.
Well, the city can't bring no National Guard.
I'm just making an example.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm saying I'm just making an example. Like if he'd have said something that sounds, that's what I'm saying. Sound realistic.
Because he got access to it.
I'm saying sound realistic. He not even sounding realistic. Nobody's doing that.
Caller said they can't remember the past. Baltimore been rough. Listen, this is what I want to say, and we're gonna go back to like you said it earlier out your own mouth. They are overwhelmed, and I want everybody to understand this. Let's not keep blaming this on one or two people. It's like the only people getting the blame is the state's attorney and the mayor. But
I just told you what the man said.
you just said what he said about turning.
That's why you're getting blamed. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
No, it's nothing wrong with what he said. It's not. Listen, it's nothing wrong with what he said out there. Listen,
Yo, sound unrealistic.
Listen, anybody, please.
Oh, we got callers.
Go ahead.
They got calls over here too.
Caller says the community, we got to decide what we gonna stand for. He said, because is there any crime that you would turn your child in on?
No, I'm just not. Because that don't mean you.
Let me ask.
They like you turn them into a
Let me ask that
fantastic
caller.
environment, like you send them to Disney World.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's where I'm going.
Let's ask that caller. Was he
just shanked up? You know, I'm not.
People out here, was there anything wrong with him asking the parent to turn their child in?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's political. Listen, at the end of the day, half these motherfuckers don't vote.
Correct
It's politically correct, yo.
For him to say that.
These motherfuckers don't vote. It don't matter.
It is.
That's what you need to see.
I see that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm showing you the bigger picture. What I'm saying is, if he'd have said that, if he was winning people over, it would look different.
What you mean? Like
you're not winning nobody over. Everybody, you're in the hole right now. So now it's time you throwing shit against the wall and see if it stick. Now I'm just saying anything.
Listen,
I'm just saying anything right now.
Not saying anything.
Yo, look, parents need your help, yo. You know what I mean? If your son did it, yo, turn him in, yo.
You're not saying anything, yo. You're not saying anything wrong, yo. He's not saying anything wrong.
If I came you told you turn yourself in, turn your son in, you gonna say I'm saying something wrong. Like, yo, turn your son in, yo. You gonna look at me like, yo, what you mean?
Right, but you're not saying it.
I know what you're saying, but he's saying political.
Right, so you can't attack him for that.
I'm gonna attack him because he took the job.
He has to say that.
At the end of the day, it's about votes. That's all that matters.
He took the job. He getting all the slam.
Well, what you want him to say then? No,
I just said it.
No, what you want him to say?
Now, you can't do it, but I said, if he'd have said something like, I'm going to try to get the National Guard here to see if we can handle it. People look at it like...
That's not going to get the motherfucker to turn.
No, listen what I said. I'm just using an example. What I said, if he'd have said something to make people think that might help them, it'll look different. If you're telling somebody to turn their kids in, that don't look like it's helping. You get what I'm saying? Now, if I'd have said, if he'd have come in and said, well, you know, we bring National Guards in to control these corners with all the crime. People that's sitting in their houses down there right now and scared, they're like, well, yeah, they do be out there with them guns. And I do probably feel a little more safe they standing out there. That sounds more realistic than like, yo, turn your kid. The parents we already complain about the parents as they is.
Don't do that.
I tell you.
So you know they ain't turn nobody in.
I call on line 5. Mm-hmm. The day we live in, a lot of these boys are trying to prove themselves. The same way if somebody kills a cop, they find them in 24 hours.
You joint working out, Moo?
Mm-hmm. I'm just doing it.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Well,
oh, you said
basically, basically they were saying that if somebody killed a cop, they will find them in 24 hours. Why other murders can't get the same technology in the same workforce as if you kill an officer?
We ain't finished answering this question too, so we gotta get back to that question right there. But say it again.
Basically, they were saying that if you killed a cop, they will find that killer in 24 hours. So I think that's a good point. How come?
That's not a good point. I don't think that's true.
Because that's not true.
That's not true.
They don't always find no.
They don't. Yeah, that's not true.
But they'll find them. They'll be working extra harder. They'll be on it.
I mean,
This is.
We can say that. I mean, you can say that.
This
but
is a high publicity murder as well. So why we can't get all hands on deck on this one? Especially this church situation.
Well, they all hands on deck. That's why the governor stepped in.
Well, the governor stepped in on this one.
Put the feds on it and $100,000 on their head.
Listen, who?
So how big do you want to do it?
So how come they still don't have or know who did it? If this person's supposed to let somebody in for a contract, who's the contract?
They probably already went to them.
Oh, I'm sure they got shook down first. I'm sure of that.
So you saying that maybe
they said they got a person's interest though.
But maybe somebody was in. So how I'm looking at it then? Maybe somebody was in the church when she got in there, and it was a surprise.
Probably.
And
I'm
for
sure
them to do that to that young lady like that, maybe it's somebody that she knows.
All right, we gotta get back to this because we did skip this one. You ain't never answered. Is there any crime you turn your child in for?
Yeah.
Is there any crime you would turn your child in for?
Yes.
You would turn him in?
Yes.
I'm just gonna fight the argument, but go ahead.
No, you asked me. You asked me, I said yes.
Okay.
If you do something to one of my other kids, I'm gonna give them to them and deliver them to you dead. You're gonna be dead.
Okay.
For me, it all depends on the crime. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
He stole a bicycle.
Nah.
He got Facebook music. Yeah, I'm taking his ass.
You turn your son in for a murder?
No, sir. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I said for my kid, if my
so
child
what are you
killed,
turning them in for? Is there any crime? What kind of
I said if he stole like a bicycle or something and they was on, something like that. I mean, something that he can learn a lesson from, and you know what I'm saying.
See, my problem with that is we act like we turn them into something, peaches and cream. You ain't turn them into gravy. You turn them into something that can be just as wild as out here.
But what I'm saying is,
so what's your point?
He ain't going to jail for 10 years for no fucking stealing the bike.
All right, so
yo, he might not make it in there.
This is a good question. This is a good question.
Right? My cousin came with a black guy. He was only there for 2 days.
Good point.
Yeah, I got a good
You know what I'm saying? He was there out there Friday. He come on Sunday with black eyes. Tell me he picked the phone up. He ain't know. You know what I'm saying? That could have been a stabbing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't say that. If y'all feel that way, that's fine. I ain't gonna knock nobody answer.
You can't pick the phone up everywhere.
But we all been there, so don't act like we send them. We send them to a camp. Now it's different if we say, yo, they can go to camp. We gonna send them to a camp somewhere like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because you see the phone.
That's something different. Not jail.
Just because you see that phone there.
I didn't look at it like that.
Did you ask him was the phone hung up outside there?
That's what I'm saying. Niggas all green.
Don't pick that motherfucker up if it's hung upside down.
That means somebody ID already attached to that motherfucker. Leave it alone.
I was on the phone patrol.
Don't say you start spanking them, yo.
I was on the phone patrol. Listen.
You can laugh at the nigga ratty. You can laugh all you want.
You
dirty. Hey, color right here, y'all. This. I want to say this because sometimes our mind is like, all right, anyway. It says, so why should we do their job for them? Put the same energy they put in finding a killer for someone that works for the federal government or the state. Put that same energy in finding these idiots.
Let me ask you this though. But why do y'all feel like they don't?
I don't think I ain't saying that.
Because it don't get the publicity, like.
You might get an answer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. While we sitting around bullshit, they locking up a whole lot of these dudes that's committing these murders.
Yeah. But I'm
locking up a ton of them.
I'm happy you saying
they locking up a ton of them.
I'm happy you saying
listen, I call it like I said. I don't go this way because the wind blow this way because I like it this way. I call it like I said. Harassing and them getting these dudes that's committing these murders. I read it and I see it every day.
Mm-hmm. But you let the public tell you she ain't and nobody ain't doing their job and no police none ain't doing their job. It's bullshit. I mean, let me say this.
No, I think that good point. No, I'm trying to see a question right there. No, I think they are. I just think they're overwhelmed. I think she's definitely getting a short end of the stick. For them to say, I always use my mom for the example. She be like, tell her sister, "You ain't doing nothing for me." Yo, she's doing something. It might not be adequate to the people or people as right. Yeah. But I can't say and believe that you just turn the eye to everything, just doing whatever. I know I don't believe that. And that's when people make. I mean, I can be in the market and hear people say, "Yeah, you know, cause she need to start locking people up." I be sitting there like, "Yo, why?"
Locking people up. She is locking people up.
So I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Sometimes some of these cases ain't thorough for her to even take the court. Or
it ain't enough evidence.
Yeah, some of this shit ain't right. It's shaky.
She got burnt the first time. I was jumping out there.
Right, but on her defense,
right,
they wasn't working with her either. They wasn't letting her know what was going on either.
No, I'm saying
because you know why?
Jumping out there.
You know why? And they need to get rid of it because you can wait till fucking 2-3 weeks to get your side of the story after you done chopped it up, screwed it up, and pick what you want to say. And I think that's wrong. If we go out there and do something illegal, we gotta give you a story right then and there. I think that they should give stories as well. Who the fuck not say that we not stressed? I don't want to hear that shit. That's bullshit. That's just so you can lie and cheat. That's it.
And get your lies down.
Yeah, that's it. So you can talk to everybody involved and everybody lies mixed. And then you got to write the lies down. But I want to say this when they say about the people. This is what I want to say. Now, anybody can get mad at me all you want to, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's codes and rules to these motherfucking streets, man. And what happened to that young lady at that church? Them rules and codes was broke. It was broken.
Let me tell you something. People are getting fed up. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm so fed up. Because I hate this, because I called this 5 years ago. I called this, yo. What's happening right now, I called this 5 years. I can pick this phone up and call people right now, and they will tell you, I called this to a T. That if we don't get a grasp on what's going on in these streets, 5 years from now, it's going to start happening to the people who don't have nothing to do with nothing that's going on out here. And you're seeing it every day. A 5-year-old, a 13-year-old, 69-year-old. All of the female side of the spectrum. And kids and elderly. I call this to a T, yo. That it's going to start happening to people who don't have nothing going on in the streets. And this is who it's happening to. Look at the priests. They done beat this man in the middle of broad daylight. Pistol whipped the man in the middle of Little Italy.
Right.
Now we all know, if it ain't nothing that part of the Baltimore city that's off limits, it's Little Italy. Always been. For my 50 years here on earth, Little Italy always been off limits. And you in the middle of the broad daylight, pistol whipping a priest.
Because these motherfuckers don't know no better.
I'm like, yo, it's out of control, man. It's out of control. And we're gonna skip. We're gonna skip from Baltimore to another city, Philadelphia. For y'all who don't know, it was a young lady coming home from her baby shower. So she's coming home from her baby shower. That means 9 times out of 10 she haven't had the kid yet.
And she looked big probably because you just had.
They deliberately shot her in the stomach and then put one in her head.
That look like it's personal.
That's personal or a hit.
Well, personal.
Or could be both.
The hit is personal. You put a hit on, that's personal.
Yeah, you're right.
That's fucked up.
100%. That's, yo, your mindset. Where's your psyche? Where's your mental psyche at? When you walk up to a woman that's pregnant and put one in her stomach, then hit her in the head and leave her like just a piece of trash in the street.
Where's the compassion?
There is none, man. There's none.
Carla.
There's none, man.
I'm not the most religious person, but I believe this speaks to the times and God is trying to tell us something we aren't listening.
Listen, Carl,
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm with you. And this atheist right here, I believe he even feel that, what you just said. He even feel, it's the truth, yo. And my grandmother said it all the time. Even like with the COVID. I had an old person pull me up. She said, you know what this COVID was all about, right? I said, what you mean, ma'am? She said, it's because God is speaking, no one's listening, so he made everybody stop for a minute.
Damn sure.
And I sat there and thought about it. I'm not the most religious person, but it made good sense. He put everything on halt with that COVID. Everything slowed down. People had to stop.
That's not conspiracy theories.
People had to stop for a minute.
Theories.
No, that ain't a conspiracy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like,
whoever made shit slow down. Like, shit came to a halt.
Yeah, I
Shit
mean,
came to a halt.
I mean, that was just her take. But just listening to it, it just made sense.
Shit came to a halt.
You know, it just made sense. But we are out of control, and this goes back to what I said. We even become barbaric, yo.
It said, don't make sense to you, Mook. Nothing never makes sense to Mook.
See, hear, smell.
He don't care. He don't care. Damn.
Smell.
That's his word.
Smell, see, touch. All your senses.
The
That's
five
what,
senses, son.
That's what I got. Anything else, it's up to y'all. Y'all can figure it out.
No, but on a serious note, man,
Yo.
this is exactly what I said. We become barbaric, man.
Newspaper. Caller, somebody in the newspaper. In 1990, more than 300 people were murdered each year in Baltimore. O'Malley advocated stop and frisk practices, cracked down on lower level crimes such as public drunkenness, disorderly conduct, and brought in 2 police commanders from New York. Right? Seeping such policies, the numbers of homicide fell to 253 in 2002 and stayed below 300 during the 2 terms, while never dropping to his goal of it never dropped to his goal of 175. But the approach did lead to many arrests.
I'm gonna say this, right? The thing is this, like, I'm kind of with this, kind of connected to the your girl. No, your girl. About
Merlin?
Merlin Mosey. The reason I said because and it's connected to what I said earlier, where we put them at. We put people, we've been there. You in there, you next to a junkie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we gotta, even if we all start to lock people up more, like, I think we do need more like space and corral, put people in the proper place. You get what I'm saying? You know, you heard people being like, yo, man, I was in there with lifers and I only had 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we don't.
Yeah, because I know dudes over
We
there
need to do
7
that
years
properly.
in Supermax. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Until they move.
But they don't care. They just throw you in there.
I had 3 years. I was with lifers. Actually, I actually be with. Well, they actually want to go to the dome. I went to the dome.
I had 10, but my buddy at 55.
So they didn't throw me in there. They actually want to go in there, and I said I want to go in there. Cause I just thought it was just, I ain't had time for a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Cause I just went on lockup for fucking somebody up, and I seen the whole bunch of bullshit that's going on, and you know what I mean, I just didn't have time for a bunch of bullshit. I just wanted to be with people that I know I can just learn from, and just people ain't with all that old bullshit. So I always hung around older people anyway.
We got a lot of blaming and not people have been held responsible, man. That's at the end of the day. That's what even with people that they consider get high or get drunk and all that, they still gotta have mad responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? People were like, yeah, he get drunk because, you know, he went to Iraq and came home, this and that. Whatever the case may be, I get it. But at the same time, we still can't. We gotta find a space of some kind of responsibility.
That's what people say about me. They say I'm too hard. I just don't do excuses. I'm sorry. I'm not an excuse person. I never was one that had no room to make none, so I don't accept too many of them. That's just who I am. I always had to make.
Like you said,
I had to make shit go. I was always.
I believe in second
go.
chances. It don't mean I have to give them.
Exactly.
I'm out there vouching for people to hire. Yeah, I am. Like, yeah, but is you hire for you? No. I ain't. So I ain't got no applicants. We clear.
If you keep getting locked up for stealing, I ain't hiring them to work in my store. I'm sorry. Somebody else can hire.
Right. And I ain't gonna be against it either, right? I roll with it.
God, just not me. Sorry. Shit.
Oh man, man.
But yeah, yo,
we got some barbaric ways, man, and it's getting worse by the day. It's getting worse.
Let's talk about these trials, yo.
This shit getting more heinous than every day, man. These crimes.
Rittenhouse, where we at?
Awful. Shit is awful. His performance was awful. That judge should never set on another case.
Never.
I mean, never.
No.
He should never hold another case.
We know where he stand at. We know how he feel. Just listen to his motherfucking ringtone.
We know he don't have but three. He ain't got but 3 letters in his repertoire, and they all capital K's.
Yep. And that's KKK.
They all capital K's.
That's how I go. And I want to say this. Listen to his ringtone. Ain't nothing wrong with that ringtone, but listen to his ringtone.
Who, Rittenhouse?
The judge.
The judge?
The judge.
God bless America.
Oh, said that?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's his ringtone.
Mm-hmm. His phone went off.
So
That's
listen,
what D.L. was talking about.
I mean, sad to say, the sad part about it is that's the way of the world, man. According,
but it don't have to be, and that's the problem. We accept any motherfucking thing.
No, we don't. But what's the fight for it though? What we got to do?
Well, we need to fight against shit like that because it starts with people like that will have that much power.
That shit was a slap in the face of Jacob Blake's
It was.
family, man. All that shit was a slap in the face. Like I said, you had a kid that, first of all, too young to even have the possession of the weapon.
Thank you.
First of all.
How the fuck you gonna drop that charge?
Secondly,
why not had to his mother?
Secondly,
She gave that shit to her.
Secondly, you in another city,
Another state
that you don't even live in. You done took you got weapon across state lines.
Straight
Yes.
lines, right?
You know what I'm saying? But you know they tried to say, oh no, he had got that from his dad's house, who's supposed to live in the state. So that was another way to cut out him crossing state lines with the weapon. You feel what I'm saying? So,
But why is his mother off? She took him. Dropped him off. All right, baby, have a nice day.
She should be charged too.
yeah,
Because you know how old your son was.
just like
But see that
she
I'm gonna say something to you about that shit.
She knew, and she knew what he was going for.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
knew exactly what he was going for.
Nobody say anything about that.
And my man sitting here trying to tell me, no, yo, he went up there to protect properties.
Man, tell your man, go with that bullshit.
Protect properties?
What is he in another state for protecting somebody else's property?
But they did say a lot of them was doing that, but not him. Not particularly him.
He was already talking nonsense shit
before he even got there.
happened.
Before he got there, right? Before he got there, right?
Before he even got there.
Somebody said he should have won the Oscar for his performance. No, he shouldn't.
No, that shit was horrible.
That wouldn't even have been a nomination.
That nigga was faking. I ain't seen no crying, no tears though. That was the problem. No, I want to say this.
No, I'm gonna tell you though. Like I told you, my man Garvey said, say he was. Say, hey, you even looked at the judge and saying, am I doing it right? I'm like, man.
Yeah, I want to say.
And then the performance after he got off.
What did he do?
You see the performance
I didn't.
He fell off down and got all on the table.
Yeah.
He was trying to cry again. It wouldn't come again.
Come on now, is he clear?
I was tired. I was tired of I just really was tired of watching because I seen what the judge was doing. The judge was weakening the case. He was weakening the case. But I want to say this though. He had what kind of gun he had?
For him?
AK-47.
AK-47.
Oh yeah,
right?
AR-15.
Well,
AR-15, right.
Anyway, right? If the feds catch us with one of them guns, right?
You going to Sing Sing.
You get the federal charge, correct?
Rikers.
So now I want to know, America, because now this is the bullshit. Now I want to see for myself. By him having that gun, and crimes was done in that gun, even though the state can't do it, but the feds can do it. Now the feds can bring charges against him for the murder and the possession of that gun. So I wonder if the feds gonna pick it up now.
Listen here, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Now I want the fast one to pick it up.
They normally pick it up, right?
Listen here.
Especially when it's stuff like this.
But we'll
when they
see.
feel a state fumble.
We'll see.
They normally come in.
Yeah, we'll see.
We gotta call it though. You got argue. The situation is a sad one, but the truth is, Rittenhouse. I'm sorry, let me talk to Mike. The situation is a sad one, but the truth is, Rittenhouse killed his own. This is a white people problem this time. They should be upset and protesting about this one. Sorry.
Well, I won't say it's the white people problem this time because it was still about Jacob Blake. This is what it was about in the first place. So that's the only reason I won't say it's a white people's problem, because my problem was this. For him to say, the judge to say, well, basically we rolled the dice and y'all had one black person in it. It was one Negro.
Right.
Out of the 12 jurors that was picked.
One.
But for a judge to say this.
The judge said that?
Yeah, he said that out of his mouth. There was one black.
Oh yeah, and then he said,
One black.
and the black judge, and the clerk picked the black judge or something, some bullshit.
Listen,
but how the fuck he picked his own judge name? I mean, why he picked his own jury names?
This is crazy, man. The whole case. Now this kid, they got Republicans
Yeah, to give him jobs.
trying to give him jobs.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. He's raising money. One of them come down here and work for them as an intern. Like yo, white privilege is insane.
It's the shit.
So if y'all don't, if you didn't believe America that white privilege is real, you saw it firsthand.
Yes.
Firsthand.
I got
In 2021,
Still.
we ain't talking about 64. We ain't talking about 1964. We talking about 2021.
Yes, sir.
Still seeing white privilege.
Ain't no bullshit.
If that's Tyrone and he shot 3 black people, there would have been a trial, not a case. See, Rittenhouse had a case.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone would have had a trial. That would have been it. The day we went in
Call
there.
on line 5.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Go ahead, no, I'm done.
Oh.
Call is Trump.
It says, the judge in my son's case was the same way. We opened the case against the judge, but in order for my son to take a deal that was offered on the other case, well, they told him take the deal on the other case, he had to drop the case against the judge so he can take the deal. So he had to drop the case
That he had against the judge,
right,
in order for him to get the deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know this judge
Wow.
was. I know this judge right here. I know this judge was full of shit.
Wow.
I know this judge was full of shit.
I had an argument with somebody over the weekend. Tell me what y'all think about this, right? We was talking about.
Yeah, they let him pick the jury, right? Don't mean to cut you off, but when he was picking the names in the bag, he was picking the jury, right?
They put the names in the bag and was picking the jury. Yeah.
He picked his own jury.
Nah, I don't think Rittenhouse picked them. Somebody picked the names out.
Who was Rittenhouse? He was in the bag picking the names out of there. What he was doing?
So it don't
You
matter.
always pick your own jury.
Well, he picking them, but I'm saying the people that put the names in there. Somebody put them names in there.
Listen,
wasn't no black people going in there.
Can you hear me out? Rittenhouse was in there taking the names out the bag himself. The judge let him do that.
You pick your own jury.
You do that?
For your jury.
Yeah.
No, as a defendant, do you pick the names out the bag of who you want?
I don't know if that's a procedure, but you do pick your own jury, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you pick your own jury, but when you pick your jury, it's a decision between the prosecutors and the defense attorney. That's how
I thought
that
that
goes.
was just defense attorney.
No. It's the prosecutor and the defense attorney. That's how they do that.
You said they got to
Yeah,
agree
both of
on
them
it?
got to have a part in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just have one side.
No, that's
both
how
of
it goes.
Yeah, both of them have to have a part in it.
This cocksucker had a bag and he was reaching in there, taking names out of
Taking
there.
names
Now,
out.
we don't know if that paper had some kind of feeling or engrained into it when he's feeling it around. You see what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, this one right here for me. This right here for me." Yo, this whole shit, this whole case was political. So many big political names and money was behind this shit. But go ahead, Moo.
No, I was great touch on this. We were just talking about we all some white privileges and racism stuff. So we had a conversation over the weekend. I was saying, I was like, I think, I'm not saying we're getting better. I know a lot of people jump on the still a lot of racism, and we understand that part, right? But my whole argument was, I was explaining to them, this still not 1953. Like we got, it's not in that realm.
It ain't like we can't go in GC Murphy's and sit at the counter.
Right.
We ain't on that level.
So what I'm saying is, once you in the years to come, just say, that was just say go back to the 60s. This is 40 years ago now, right? 40 something, whatever. No, that's 60 years ago now. So just say another 20. It should be lighter, right? You don't think so? You think what direction we going in? You think it's gonna get worse or better? It can only get
it's
better.
It's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse.
It has to get better at some point because it's gotten better from then to now. That's what I'm saying.
The only way it's gonna get better, bro, if we start holding people like.
Well, the whole point was they were saying it's taking us back. They were like, "Well, this whole trial took us back years."
But it did though. I think it took us back in so many ways because of due to the fact is we still see now that you can be a young Caucasian boy.
Hold up, but I want y'all directly answer my question. What I'm saying is it getting? Do you think it's gonna be better than it is gonna get worse? That's what I'm saying.
I just told you it's gonna get worse.
All right, what you think? So you're saying it's gonna get worse from in the 60s to now? Now we done grown from. If you talk about from the early 55 and 60s and all that to now, we've superly grown from there. Yep. So what I'm saying is we gonna? Are we gonna continue? If this is your stock chart, is we gonna continue to trend up? Because we're trending up if you going by that at that point. If you put 1960 on there, 2021, the trending is going up. It's less racism. So what I'm saying, do you think it's gonna dip?
But see,
or do you think it's gonna?
I think it's gonna flatten out for a minute.
I think it's gonna.
It's gonna flatten out.
I think it's gonna go up
because of what's been going on since Trump got in office. It didn't flatten out. To me, it didn't flatten out since he took office.
Well,
Trump.
Personally, to me, it didn't flatten out. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I thought that we were gonna start trending upward when Biden got in, but not that he's not doing the things that he need to do. Just that I just don't feel like he's that one that make these just for us to start trending in.
I can see flatten out. I can see flatten out.
I can see it's flattened. It may only be a few more years, but
I mean, but if we had to take a guess, you think we're gonna go backwards?
I think we're going up. I think we're gonna go up.
As the long run, right?
But
we're talking about the long haul.
Long haul, we're gonna definitely go back up.
Because they like, we're gonna always be racist. I'm like, it's always gonna be people siding to.
It's always gonna be racist.
Even if you didn't call it racism,
it's never gonna stop.
But listen,
ever.
I know. Listen, I said it's never completely gonna stop, right? Yeah. I get that, but then it's always gonna be favoritism because we got colors. We got whatever, black, white, green. So we always gonna favor. We always gonna favor that no matter what.
But let me answer that real fast though, because we can answer these questions.
Go ahead.
The thing is that I think it's going to get worse because see, like a lot of shit, it's going on as of today, but it's not publicly being announced about what's going on. You don't find this shit out unless you in the internet and you looking through shit and then they saying, damn, I ain't hearing about this case. This shit is going on. But I think it's gonna get worse because now that they see it, cameras showing it.
Go ahead.
Cameras are showing what they're doing. And they're getting away with it. So now everybody else gonna think that they can get away with it too.
I don't know if they get away with it.
See, this is my thing, right? This is my thing. With the Aubrey case. When you have lawyers to stand up and tell you who you can have sit with his family, right? First of all,
That's cool.
it just angers me to see this white trash stand up there and drag this man's name through the mud when he's been chased down,
slain,
was racially slurred, chased down, corralled, and then murdered in broad daylight in the middle of the road because he was out for a job.
Yes, sir.
Right? So that just infuriates me right there that this white dude gets up there and do this. But then when you stand up and tell somebody that we don't need no more black pastors
Right.
in this trial.
Fucking crazy.
Like, and then the crazy part is he pointed out because we got Jesse Jackson in here and this and that.
And you see the judge
The judge
said, right?
stopped him. He said, "Well, sir,
ain't know what he was saying.
I'm glad you acknowledged that because we didn't even know Jesse Jackson was sitting here
Right.
until you just made the point of it.
Right.
How you doing, Mr. Jackson? You understand what I'm saying? But it's so bad. It's Trump then made these people so comfortable.
Yes.
So comfortable.
That's why I'm saying
we're coming out of their shell.
But he gone, but he gone.
But it doesn't matter.
doesn't
His damage.
matter.
He done his damage.
And he's still doing
the
damage
damage
now,
is done
bro.
because now
He trying to
all
rerun
them
again.
ones,
He's trying to rerun again.
all these ones who wouldn't do the
I
things
know.
that they're doing now are doing it and comfortable with doing it because he made them comfortable with it.
That's true, but I
You already know
I don't think it's
stuff
going
you
to
see
sustain.
now would have never. Half the stuff you see now would have never happened before Trump got in there.
I don't think it's going to sustain though.
Well, I feel like it fell off
and one
now.
due to the
so.
fact, as you heard, Jay-Z, we ain't shining shoes no more. And they ain't going
Exactly.
nowhere. We're not going back.
Exactly.
So either it's
Exactly.
going to be
Ain't no more shoe
a
shine
race
box.
war or something else going to happen.
Well, I've been saying that.
Because we ain't going back.
That's gonna happen. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen.
So that's what I'm telling you. That's my answer. I'm gonna get that. But that's my answer to you about saying getting worse. Because you got to realize, through that time to now, we've gained more power. We've gained more power. We have more say-so. We can have more involvement. So, back to the Jay-Z thing. We ain't shining shoes no more. We ain't going back to that.
I think it's
So,
we had more say.
you ain't going back. Nobody's going back.
I don't
Nobody.
think we gained no power. We got more say so.
Let me hit this
We
call.
got gain power.
Shit.
Caller said it'll what she said, it'll get better when we start raising our kids, when fathers are more involved, when young ladies start to respect themselves. Our people are lost. Bingo, amigo.
I don't agree with everything she said.
Bingo, amigo.
What parts you agree with?
What I don't agree with, what she said was, when she said when our fathers are more involved, and then she went to say,
Why? Because you involved?
hear me out.
No, because you always go to
Can I say?
Go ahead.
Then she went
People
to-
gotta know what's involved too. I'm
Right,
sorry, but
right. Then
they
she
got
said-
fake involvements. There's a lot of
Then
fake
she said
involvement.
more involved, and then she went to when young ladies start to respect themselves, right?
So
More-
you don't
more-
think
more-
all of that
more-
needs to
more-
be done? More of that needs to be
Yeah,
done?
but I don't agree with everything that she. I agree with what she said, but when she said involving, like to what extent? You know what I mean? Then on top of that, she left something out. People want the fathers being more involved, but the mothers ain't even respecting the fathers.
Man, let me get to that. Let me answer that for you. A lot of dudes got fake involvements. Yo, come on, man.
Yeah, but you see,
Fake-
You know the
bullshit
well, you
involvement.
said-
that involvement of
And-
being around when it's
And I'ma say
3-year-old
myself,
birthday party.
I like
and
to
you-
use-
and you buy outfit for them
Right.
to put on Instagram and Facebook and social media for the kids.
Yeah, I ain't want
And
to say
then
I
after the party
disagree
is
with
over,
it, but I'm saying
you
she
ain't
left-
nowhere around
it
again
should have
for
been said-
another
It
3
should have been
months.
more said to that, but go ahead.
I'm gonna use myself for example. I know we don't like to use ourselves, but I'm just saying in general.
Shit, I use myself all the time. Help yourself.
You
All the
get some
time.
of that father
This
involvement for.
is personal.
People
I can
not
tell you personal shit.
really, people bullshitting with the father about this fake involvement because a lot of people are just dipping and dabbing, showing their face, sticking their feet in the water, seeing the cold just to keep their train moving. That's all they doing. They ain't sacrificing shit. They not giving up. Nothing got to do with that. See, the thing is, when you start giving up shit that got to do with your life, then you sacrificing. A lot of dudes ain't doing that.
Exactly.
You know how many fucking... Now, I've been to sports events for my last 20 years, my kids. All women. At football games
Yep.
and basketball games.
Yep.
All fucking women.
Yep.
Go today. It's 80% women in there.
Yep.
Why the fuck is all these women at a football game?
You know I see it. I'm
Why is all
how
these
many
women at a
women-
basketball
Hold
game?
on, further than that.
Shit bullshit.
Look at all the women that's at barbershops.
Yeah.
How many women do you see? It's crazy. It's ridiculous that this many women are at barbershops now on Saturdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, getting little boys' haircuts.
True.
Man, listen.
We
But that-
full of
but see- but you
shit.
see-
Moo couldn't have said it better. He couldn't have said it better. Until you start making sacrifices for the things that you want to do for the betterment of your kids, you ain't involved in me.
So-
you ain't involved.
so-
if you ain't making sacrifices for the betterment of your children, you're not involved.
Why do you think they call these coaches
you just follow.
dirtbags? They call them dirtbags. It's
I
all
know
women.
why.
in it.
No, I know why. I know
It's
why.
like
I
a
have
pool.
no
It's like a
fucking
pool.
all
It's
that.
like
You
heaven.
fucking all
Yeah,
the girls.
you in heaven. You in
I'ma cut a few-
I'm not a dirtbag coach.
I'm gonna cut a few deals. Cut a few deals here and there.
I'm not a dirtbag coach.
Skip a few payments. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
It's a
dirtbag.
pool.
I'm not a dirtbag coach.
If
Anyway,
any job a guy should go be a basketball trainer. Go be a basketball trainer right now.
She said, "Irk, I'm just speaking in general terms. There are always exceptions."
Okay, thank you. That's all. I wasn't saying you was wrong. I just was saying basically, you know what I mean, when you say involvement, I think some of these guys are phoning with the involvement, but I think a lot of these women need to respect their kids' fathers. Like, you know what I mean?
We need a scale then. We need a scale to find out what we talk about when men talk about they're involved. I see a lot of people involved.
It's not just involvement. I mean, like, it's
A lot of bullshit
just
involved.
involvement is not my problem too. Some of these mothers or opposite are so. We go back to what I said before. You have so much anger and personal vendetta, shit like that against the other parent. Is you withholding that kid from the other parent that they really need in their life. Like, it's not fair to that child. Take it from
That's
your
true,
fucking
too.
self and stop being
That's
so
true, too.
selfish.
A lot of women do that.
Get the other parent involved. That
Yeah,
parent want to be
definitely
there.
do
And I believe that child support hurts in so many ways. I really believe that.
I think it hurt. I don't think it's the greatest system.
No, it's
I
not.
don't.
It's not.
Not-
Oh,
I
Moo,
don't.
a caller for you said when you said but Tyrone have a case and all that. I've been told it says no, Tyrone would have been shot and killed when he ran past the police with that AR-15.
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
she said Kyle was a prime
Probably
example
right.
of white privilege. I'm just saying.
Yeah. She probably right. He'd never been able to walk past him with an AR-15 and hanging from his shoulder. Whether his hands was up or not, she's probably right. He probably shot his ass.
I'm telling you though, y'all, I'm keeping the 100, y'all. Sporting is the greatest way to answer that question.
Yeah.
Just go to any of them.
Yeah, y'all heard
Go to
about
any of them.
It's
Yeah.
called the white. What's it called? One of the callers said the Orange Flag Boys. Said it was a group of white men that had a rally wearing orange flags around the trial up there in West Compton.
All them Confederate flags.
They orange flags. She said it was orange flags.
And we doing yams tonight. Now we gotta get to them now.
We gotta get to them now. Cause I gotta. This was one of our valuable listeners. She had a want us to, she had a question, want us to have used as the yams.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, what this person did is what we asking of y'all. She reached out to us and gave us a question for the yam session.
So
That's the same thing we want. And any question that y'all feel like y'all want to ask, give it to us. So the Yams question tonight will be
right now.
from one of our.
You better believe it's
listeners.
going down like that. We're gonna do the yams. It's time for the yam session where we need one side, the other side, try to meet the middle
This nigga need
so
a
we
light
can get it
switch,
on
you know?
going. I'm trying to tell you like now, that's how we gonna do it on the yams. Just right now and get dirty and dirty and dirty and dirty.
Yo, you need to go get the Chicago Bull joint, yo. Chicago Bull.
Go ahead, move.
And the lights.
Good. I'm gonna do it. Click.
There you go,
Yeah.
Chicago.
For your Chicago.
You got it tonight.
No, huh?
I don't know whether you got it.
No, when we edit it, they need to do that shit like just do the
I know what
the
you're
blank,
talking
blank,
about,
yeah. All right, yo, go with the yams.
You got it.
I thought you did.
You said it correct.
I sent it to us. That's why I sent it to you. You always go do the questions, yo. We ain't
I
got
do,
nothing to yo.
but no, I do, but I ain't know. I let you handle it.
No, we ain't gonna do nothing new, yo.
What was it again? Oh, I know. I sent it earlier.
No, I sent it to you as in a group joint.
Oh, it's in the group joint.
text.
Sorry about that, y'all. Mook just he want to be Frank Sinatra and shit. He want to do it his way.
already.
He want to do it his way. He Frank Sinatra and shit.
Old blue eyes.
You see it, yo? Yeah.
That's what he said. Okay.
There you go right there.
Yams question tonight, y'all. When a woman is dating, she finds out the dude has a law. And she is not satisfied.
Hold on, do it again. We need y'all to hear us clear on this. Go ahead, Mook.
Oh God.
Oh my God, this is crazy, yo.
Go ahead, yo.
When a woman is dating, she finds out the dude has a little womp. And she is not satisfied with it. Do she tell him about it or not? I'm gonna put it in here. Let me write. I'm gonna put it in the joint.
Yo. Is it? Oh yeah.
So that's for women though. So what about women had to answer that?
Well, okay.
Well, most of our callers are women.
Okay. Well, let's put it. Well, put yourself into it. What do you do?
If you tell me that I got a little want, I'm bringing the
No, she don't tell you.
Oh, I was gonna say I'll bring the rose in with the stem on it.
So okay, right. That's a good one.
With the one with the stem on it. I'm bringing that one in.
What you think, Move?
I don't know. There ain't no question for me to answer. I'm gonna wait for these callers.
I might be evil. If you think my shit too low, I'm gonna get you something that you can't handle. I'm gonna get you a big 12-inch one. Handle that one, motherfucker.
Exactly. Wrap it up for you.
I'm gonna get you something that's really gonna poke your ass. And that's what I'm gonna go get. What you think, Moo?
Well, as I'm saying, we got to answer from a woman perspective. Let's just say, no, let's flip it to a woman answer it right quick. So, you mess with a lady that's trash, right? What do you say to him?
I don't say nothing. No, you just ain't going back.
You just ain't going back?
No, I'm just have a leave of absence. Actually,
See, but it's hard to answer that because what will a woman be with they can't control? Dryness? No, you can't. It's always
you can't control that.
But if you know you dry,
all that,
yeah.
Which come,
Yeah, but if you know you dry, yo, you know we have to bring something to the table. Let's just go ahead and introduce this little dude. Yeah. Don't get mad if I'm introduce you to this little dude. Like, I ain't need no lube before.
A woman can be dry. You can lube that.
That's what I'm saying.
The dude would lube it. You can't change that. You can't go to Rite Aid and get nothing across the counter for that.
No bullshit.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, they got some shit called extended where you put the joint on this thing and make it look like it was longer or some shit. Fake shit.
This nigga,
Yeah.
No, he be at
You know I'm into all that shit.
He been at Sex Walmart, Sex Mart.
Wesley Pipes, nobody know about all that.
He at Sex Mart.
Hey, yo, you see what your people say?
What we doing, y'all? It depends on how deep. All right, question say it depends on how deep the relationship is. If it's not, hold on, oh God. It depends how deep the relationship is. If I'm not into him like that, I'm gonna ghost him. If I really like him, we may be able to make some things work.
What's gonna work though? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not satisfied, you ain't
You might have to bring
satisfied.
some toys to the party. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta call him. So y'all, what's the new thing out?
I'm gonna tell you right off the top. You need to get the rose with the stem on it.
So you need to say you need to get you a card at the Gay Yeti down there.
You know what I mean? Hey,
the Gay Yeti always have what you need.
you need to get the
Down on the
rose.
block.
You need to get the no. Fuck that.
Right.
I go Amazon. Get the rose with the stem on it. That motherfucker works. I'm trying to tell you something. And I'm gonna let you know something. If you bullshit, you better do a couple extra things yourself because that motherfucker gonna take you out of your job, son.
Man. All right, so you saying according to how much you like him, that makes it different. But is this going to satisfy? See, that's what it's back to what I was saying earlier about having sex. It's kind of, at the end of the day, you gotta like the person. I mean, now. I ain't know women think like that. I know men think like that.
Oh, you talking about?
I mean, I know I think like
women.
that.
Oh, I don't.
Now, women might think different.
No, I don't have to like you to have sex with you.
I can't do nothing if I don't like you. That's why I'm.
Yeah,
well, years ago,
but
I can't
No,
do nothing with a
see, it's a difference.
motherfucker.
It's a difference between sex and making love. So what I mean by I'm just fucking you. The other one, I'm real intimate.
Yeah, that is a difference. That's
So
a
that's
difference.
why I don't have to like you. If I'm just fucking you to get a nut, that's all I'm doing, fucking you to get a nut. I'm not doing nothing tremendous. I'm not doing nothing tremendous to you. I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is just fuck. It's whack.
When I was
If
younger,
you're going in-
I could do that when I was younger.
Guess what?
At
You know
this
what
age,
you did?
I can't just have
Listen,
sex.
I
with
can't.
somebody
Just
that-
going in, yeah.
I
just
can't
going
because,
in.
because guess what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I ain't gotta go uptown that night. I can just go ahead and get something real fast, and I'm done. I ain't gotta go uptown. It's the same thing as me going uptown. The fuck?
Without the hassle and the cost and the
I don't have
the headache.
Yo, everybody don't need to be. Yo, if you fucking here and there, everybody, you can't make love to everyone else.
I won't be able to go without sex though until I'm ready to do something. I want to do some. I can pass. Like I don't have to like.
I mean,
I gotta get something. I gotta get something. If
all I'm
not, I'm
saying
gonna go
is,
crazy.
I don't have to make love to everyone I have sex with. Like I can just fuck you because that's what I know it is. It's just a fuck. You see what I'm saying? I'm a bang bang. I'm a
Yeah,
fuck you.
but I
I'm
still,
a fuck you like
I
a
still
rabbit.
gotta
That's all
like
it
you
is.
though. I still gotta like whoever it is.
Yo, listen, y'all. Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't saying we gotta be in a relationship, but it gotta be
Listen,
something. Hey, yo.
listen. If you at a club, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden we get older now, we don't know.
No,
You at a club,
I know what
right?
you're saying.
And you see something, damn. Shorty like you don't like her, but it's an easy fuck. Now you know, oh, I'm gonna go ahead, creep and get this.
No,
You don't like him. You don't move.
no,
You
I'm not. I'm turning it down. I said we talking about now.
Listen,
I'm turning it down.
I'm still hurt love from the past. I
Even-
don't need
hold
to-
on, let me
I don't
rephrase that,
need
though.
to be in love with nobody.
Because even then I turned it down, so I'm not even gonna say that. 'cause
See, I
turned
never
it
had no
down.
one night stand.
Right. Even then I turned
So
it down.
I couldn't even
that.
relate
I ain't
to
gonna
that.
lie
I'm
to
be
you.
honest with you. I never had no one night
I'm not
stand.
gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna say because of me.
I had some sex with
I
girls.
ain't never been in the club, seen
I
somebody.
don't even remember how the fuck
Done that.
they look.
I always thought I had
Real
choices,
talk.
so I can always.
Me too.
I was never
That's where I
short
was
that
always at.
category. So I didn't just because somebody liked me. I wasn't just jumping on like that. No.
I don't even remember.
Somebody said, "Come on now, Irk."
Yeah, I know, but it's the truth, baby. I don't.
I
even
mean, it
know.
might be. I'm listen.
Oh shit! Somebody gonna
We're
say,
not- we're
"Old
not-
fur con." Oh, come on.
We're not taking nothing. I ain't taking nothing away from him. I'm just talking about me. I've never done it. You know what I'm saying? I always had choices. I wasn't never no dude that I had to be jumping. I wasn't no dog in the heat that I had to jump on the first thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I done turned down more than a lot of dudes than had in their life. I done had a lot of them that pushed up on me straight up, like and no ifs ands or buts about it. Just push straight up, trying to go.
I was just a natural freak. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to fuck every day. And when
It don't seem like nothing changed.
Ain't that serious, yo.
yo,
That's just ain't me.
I was fuck every day. Even when me and Ryan had the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my girl came up on the top. I go home, we go home, boom, bop. And I'm gonna confess, and then later that night, I'm doing it again. I'll never forget when the old head told me next door. He said, man, I keep hearing you fucking all day. He said, man, when you get older, you ain't gonna wanna have sex like that.
Thank you, old man. He must be talking to me. That's how I feel right now.
No, I'm like that too.
Oh, say Earth should be tired of fucking.
I am. I might not.
No, he ain't. Don't listen to him.
I might get my 2 weeks or something that a week and I don't want to do nothing.
I'll be more like a girl. You got wine and dine me at this point.
You gotta stimulate my mind. This point, man.
You gotta take
I be
me
having
out.
too much other
Well,
stuff in my
right,
mind
well,
for me to be.
You gotta take me out
like that.
Well, the fact is, I'm not gonna be big headed about this, but I was talking to somebody. Somebody told me, man, fuck 'em. You ain't all this old bullshit. I ain't gonna get into detail. They're like, you the prize, man. Believe me, you the prize. If you don't see that, you crazy. You're like, yo, you the prize right now, yo.
We are.
Right?
Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
I was like,
between the. I already told you. I broke it down to y'all before in quarters. In quarters. When you talk about 100% of the men, 25% of them ain't worth a damn. don't want nothing out of life.
Right.
25% of them want the same thing that the girl that you want. that the girl wants. 25% of them locked up or dead. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And the other 25 ain't worth having. Or some we gotta call and saying, why do you say you are the prize?
Because I am the motherfucking prize. That's why.
No call said the man is not the prize.
Shit, well, see, not just the man, I'm just talking about me personally. Because you know what? It came from bro, and then it came from a woman. She said, like, look, you know how to treat a woman. Most of these niggas don't need to know how to treat a woman. They don't want to spend no money on them. They don't want to do
We are the prize though.
You see what I'm saying?
But you gotta respect them too, though.
I do respect them.
Yeah.
I give you the same energy you give me.
A little shaky.
Remember that. I give you the same energy you give me. Don't forget that. All right? That's how we give you.
Somebody said they don't agree with that. They feel that's the issue now. Men think they the prize.
Well, why we ain't the prize? Why y'all always gotta be the motherfucking prize?
No, we are the prize.
We are.
Cause we the ones that come. Y'all a dime a dozen right now.
See, the problem is they don't.
Women need to understand that part.
They
That
don't.
for the one that y'all thinking that y'all the prize. There's 12 more of y'all
Oh, yo.
for this one guy that think he the prize.
See, they intimidated by the prize, right? So they go take the one that ain't the prize, then they can make a prize, and they end up getting screwed over, and then
Every time. And you know what I always tell people? That's what I always tell people. All roads lead back to who?
the prize.
The prize. The
That's
prize.
the new name, shorty.
The prize.
Prize.
Now, I tell you, if it come from a female too, and the lady tell you that shit too.
No, what?
You gotta take.
no,
it.
ladies, y'all gotta stop being intimidated by dudes that are the prize. Y'all get intimidated. That's what it is. See, you get and you ready to buck instead of
somebody talking crazy on this motherfucker.
See, listen.
Talking crazy on this.
They ready to buck at somebody that think they the prize. Hold on, they ready to buck at the person think they the prize, right?
Yeah.
So they go and try and they go settle for less.
Yeah, because
And they running the
That's all they
bullshit.
see is Bruty in their face. Okay.
He think he all that. I ain't dealing with him. Well, that's the one you want to go after. Go after him.
So
Try to
hold on,
find out how to
hold on,
penetrate that.
Motherfucker, y'all got
Go ahead, yo.
Go ahead.
This motherfucker got
Go
so
ahead.
many questions. I ain't gonna answer all of them.
Go
But it
ahead.
said, if you don't have no walls, then it's done deal. Unless he got that pipe, it might work. So basically, talking about that rose will make you tell a lot of dick. I mean, a little dick niggas you love them, or you know what I mean.
Oh, somebody that had the rose put on them then.
Along with the plugs, so when they was getting it in, they threw that. Oh yeah. So messy, yeah. So they got a little distorted.
Hold on.
We need some female comments. Look, all y'all need to do is just write in and say what you want to say.
All y'all gotta do is put your comment on there. What y'all here saying is what we reading that people write down. Now we got a call over here on IG. They said a caliber of woman that most men really want is not a dime a dozen.
Where I tell you my
But listen.
where I tell you my woman at?
But hold on.
What's
you
my
have
number?
to start one. You have to realize this.
What's my number?
Every man ain't looking for no jackpot. Like Irk just said, some dudes just want something to dust off. To get the soul is royal oats.
See,
Every man ain't looking for somebody to wife. So
Ladies.
y'all are a dime a dozen. I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm only saying that to y'all callers. I'm laughing, I'm joking about it, but I'm saying that because with all of the black men that are dying off and going to prison, and all of the ones who doing the others who switch hitting, the stock is low for y'all.
very
So
low.
it's like this is why y'all bump heads, or it's hard to find a man that's single. It's always gonna be hard for y'all at this
Exactly.
point in time.
That's why
You went
all-
back 20 years ago, maybe not as much.
Right.
But as of right now, stock is low.
See, it's too many people heads are just pumped up and they gone crazy. You see what I'm saying? But I know who I am. I don't want no dime or no 9 or nothing like that.
See,
I just need you to be a 5 or a 6.
that's why I go to the Kevin Samuels scale, yo. You know,
that's
go
all
in there
I
and let him tell you what number you is. I tell you this, by my looks, he was down there. I give him like 95% correct. I was thinking the same thing.
All I need is a 5 or a 6. Give me a 5 between 5 and 7. That's it. I'm gonna stay in my lane. Cause I'm not trying to compete. I'm not trying to do all this extra shit. I ain't trying to do none of that shit. I'm just gonna roll with the punches. Because at the end of the day, you wanna try to go get old brutified nigga and all that old bullshit? At the end of the day, all road leads back down to what?
The prize.
The prize. That's all I'm saying. All road lead back down to the prize. It says, oh no. Look, we do have females coming in here sitting behind the mic. But this ain't about nobody else. This is about
We just had one in here. Where was y'all
This
at?
is about 1, 2, 3. That's who this is. That's who everybody talking about is.
She was just here. Where was y'all at? We just had one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
you can check out her show too at Chill Out Podcast.
Oh yeah.
And believe me, don't think she gonna keep rolling with you females because she gonna let you know something. And she's a young female, like 26, right? And very mature.
We just had one in here. Where was y'all at? She needed some help.
A lot of help.
Not really. She had her own. Keep it a buck.
She ain't need no help. I'm talking about she need a lot of help. Like she needs some people to go against her because she had a motherfucking partner over here, Jack.
Yeah.
Who was rolling punches.
All that bullshit that night.
Yeah. Y'all, listen, y'all. We gotta pay these bills, man. Let's get it.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 8:30.
Yeah, pay these bills real fast, man.
MeetYourMook.com. Come with your ladies. You know that Black Friday sale coming up the 26th. But listen, you gotta go to my website and subscribe because I'm only emailing a promo code to use. So when you go to your checkout, I don't know what percentage I'm putting on there yet, but there'll be a certain percentage off whatever you purchase. But you gotta go to the website and register. And I'm only emailing. I'm not putting it on IG. Don't call me, don't text me. I'm not even answering no texts. I'm not even doing that. I keep saying it. I've been sending out alerts and all that for weeks. So make sure y'all go on my website, www.meetyourmook.com, sign up, and I'll email you the promo code. You'll be able to use it on Black Friday. And the best I can do.
There you go.
Move, go ahead, move.
We like to thank Vanity Beauty Box for paying for the lights that we use for this show every week. I want y'all to know, coming up, we're gonna have we're doing a live broadcast. You know, I tell y'all every week about Vanity Beauty Box and the good big things that they're doing down there in Atlanta. I'm gonna be in the A live on set. We're gonna do it right from where it all go down at. So look out for that. That'll be coming this week. More probably, if not Thursday, maybe Friday or Saturday. So look out for that.
Motherfucker said, fuck y'all. Ain't none of y'all the prize.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I know one got that thing. Y'all have a nice
Listen,
night.
I want to tell y'all
We
this, man. Sky Service 365, Hookahs on the Fly, also coming up. Barber's Bright Beginning, y'all. Other than that, man, listen, we ain't got too much to talk about, man. We get the fuck up out of here, man. We got things to do. Because I am the prize.
The prize, sure.
Yo, to your fantasy. On the count of three, everybody run back to your fantasy.
Now, she was on the back, the type at the club niggas would grab up.